I'm the ghost at my own wedding, and the mirror doesn't blink. The gown is ivory silk, cut like a blade. My reflection stares back. Cheekbones sharp enough to slice the silence. Lips painted the color of a bruise I never asked for. White peonies wilt on the vanity. Their perfume is cloying, funeral sweet. My phone is a black hole. 0 texts from mom, 0 from dad, 0 from golden boy Liam. A knock, 3 polite taps. Vanessa, the planner, leans in, smile brittle. Showtime, Sophia. Outside the window, 100 guests sit in perfect rows beneath the Mackenzie River Vineyards pergola. The harpist plucks something minor. 3 chairs in the front row gape like missing teeth. They're not coming, I say. Vanessa's mouth twitches. They're still. Don't. I inhale the scent of crushed grapes and cut grass. Let's move. The aisle is a gauntlet. Pity lands on my bare shoulders in soft, wet slaps. I keep my gaze on Caleb at the altar. Anchor lighthouse, the only person who ever looked at me like I was the main event. His eyes say, I see you. I reach him. His hands are steady, mine are not. We're enough, he murmurs. The officiant drones. I hear my mother's voice from 4 days ago. Liam's firm gala is the same weekend, darling. Dad in the background. Tell her we're booked solid. Ide bagja. I'll fly you first class, cover the inn, anything. Mom's laugh had been light, champagne over ice. We'll try. Translation, we won't. Vows. Rings. Quiche. Caleb's mother folds me into gardenias and warmth. You're ours now. The reception is string lights and forced cheer. My maid of honor, Riley, raises a glass. To the family you choose when the one you're born to forgets your name. Laughter, but the hole in my chest yawns wider. I check my phone in the bridal suite at midnight. Nothing. I delete the family group chat. 2 years later, I'm in a glass-walled corner office overlooking the Willamette. The headline on my monitor. Aurora lens acquired for $23 million. My team storms in with Prosecco and noise. To Sophia, the woman who built an empire while certain people scrolled past. I grin, but the grin falters when Instagram pings. Liam's feed. Twin daughters in tartan jumpers at St. Ignatius Prep. Caption. Legacy secured. Dad's arm around Liam's shoulders, mom glowing like a filter. Swipe. Maui. Swipe. Christmas. Swipe. My existence reduced to 1 duty-free. Happy birthday, soft last March. I do the math. St. Ignatius. $35,000 per kid per year. Maui house. $7,000 a week. Liam's firm bills mid-6 figures max. The difference is mom and dad's retirement account, hemorrhaging to keep the prince afloat. My $23 million? Crickets. Next morning I wired the deposit on a midnight blue Aston Martin DBX. The dealership calls it overkill. I call it punctuation. I post one photo, car gleaming like a middle finger, and tag no one. Radio silence for 72 hours. Then Wednesday, 2:14 p.m. Mom lights up my screen. My pulse spikes, then flattens. Sophia. Family meeting. Tomorrow. 2 o'clock. I hear Dad muttering. Tell her it's urgent. I laugh once sharp. Funny. My wedding wasn't urgent. Click. I arrive in the Aston, tires crunching gravel like bones. The colonial mansion looks smaller, paint peeling where pride used to live. Mom opens the door mid-sentence. Dad's eyes flick to the car, do the math, swallow. No hook. Liam and his wife Tessa are already at the dining table, folders fan like tarot cards. Foreclosure notice. Dad says without greeting. Liam 6 months behind. St. Ignatius is threatening expulsion. Tessa slides a photo album across. My nieces wave from a pony party I wasn't invited to. They ask about Aunt Sophia every day. I don't touch the album. Where were you when I asked about my wedding? Dad's jaw tightens. We were supporting Liam's partnership track. Translation. You weren't the priority. I stand. I built Aurora Lens with scholarships, sleepless nights, and investors who believed in me when my own parents wouldn't cross a state line. You want a bailout? Earn it. Liam's face purples. You always were dramatic. I open my briefcase. Inside, the charter for the Valdez Digital Arts Fund, $18 million locked in perpetuity for underrepresented girls in film and animation. Named for Mrs. Valdez, the teacher who stayed late to critique my short films when Mom and Dad were at Liam's mock trial finals. I slide the charter across. This is where my money goes. To girls who won't have to beg for a seat at anyone's table. Liam lunges. Dad restrains him. Mom sobs into a monogrammed handkerchief. I'm already walking. The Aston roars to life like applause. Ethan's text lights the dash. Extraction needed? I smile. Not today. They try everything. Midnight texts, family emergency. Voicemails that escalate from weepy to venomous. Liam tips off a gossip blog. The reporter fact-checks, discovers the empty wedding chairs. Runs the story as heir apparent versus self-made sister. My parents show up at Aurora Lens headquarters. Security escorts them out while Mom wails about ingratitude to a lobby full of interns. I email a cease and desist. They lawyer up. My attorney counters with the recording from the dining room. Every guilt trip, every threat, time-stamped. Thanksgiving, I host 20 at our timber frame house on the river. Mrs. Valdez is guest of honor. Our first scholar, Lena, a 17-year-old director from rural Madras, sits at my right. We toast with sparkling cider. The local news runs a segment at 6 p.m., my soundbite. Family is a verb. Cut to Liam's McMansion in escrow. Cut to the Valdez Fund's new mentorship wing. Cut to black. Spring. Lena's short film premieres at the Portland Film Festival. I'm in the front row, Ethan's hand in mine. The credits roll. The audience rises. Lena finds me in the lobby, eyes shining. You kept your promise. I hug her, smell citrus and possibility. My phone buzzes, unknown number. I decline. The theater lights dim for the next screening. I don't look back. 1 year later, I'm keynoting the Northwest Women in Media Summit. The ballroom is packed. On the Jumbotron, Lena's film, then mine from college, then the Valdez Fun logo. I step to the mic. I used to think success was making them notice. Turns out success is making sure the next girl never has to audition for her own life. The applause is thunder. I spot Mrs. Valdez in the third row, dabbing her eyes. No empty chairs tonight. Driving home, I pass the coffee shop where I once edited on a cracked laptop. Through the window I glimpse Mom and Dad at a corner table. Heads bowed over a single cup. Our eyes don't meet. The light turns green. I accelerate, the Aston purring like a promise kept. Tomorrow Lena films her thesis. I'll be there with coffee and a Steadicam. Family isn't who forgets you. It's who stays for the outtakes.